Hello once again. For today's video, we're going to learn about solving quadratic equation by completing the square. Okay, so we have an example here. Solve x by completing the square. So given a quadratic equation. So from the previous video, we have learned about solving quadratic equation by using the quadratic formula. So ngayon naman, pag-aralan natin yung method of completing the square. So first thing is, alamin muna natin yung mga rules kung saan pwede nating magamit yung completing the square. So first things first, okay, so in the previous video, we've learned that quadratic equation has the form ax squared plus bx plus c is equal to 0, where yung a, b, and c are the numbers or the constant, or in other words, the coefficients of the terms of our quadratic equation. Okay, so ang una nating tingnan is dapat yung a, yung first constant dito, yung number, a must be equal to 1. Okay? So, a must be equal to 1 before natin ma-apply yung method of completing the square. So, there are functions or quadratic equation na merong ganito. Say, for example, 2x squared plus 3x plus 1 is equal to 0. So, yung a is not equal to 1. Okay. But in our example, okay, we will start with the basic example where a is already 1. So, since yung a is already 1, okay, ang next na gagawin natin is i-move natin yung constant term sa right side ng ating equation or sa kabilang side ng ating equation. So, by then, we will now have x squared plus 4x. Okay, so, is equal to negative. So, lilipat sa kabila magiging positive 12. Okay, negative to positive. Okay, and then, ang susunod na gagawin is we need to add, okay, add b over 2 squared on both sides of equation, okay? Okay, so ano yung b natin dito? So, di ba po ba yung ito, 4, this is a, this is b, and this is our c. So, b is equal to 4. So, all we have to do is we have to add, okay, both sides b over 2 squared. So, we can now have x squared plus 4x, okay, plus b over 2 squared is equal to 12 plus b over 2 squared. Okay. So, next, substitute natin yung value ng b. Okay, so alam na natin na ang b ay 4, so we can just write down 4 divided by 2 over 2 is equal to 12 plus 4 divided by 2 squared. Okay, then simplifying our equation. Okay, simplify na natin. X squared plus 4x. So, 4 divided by 2 is 2. So, plus 2, and then we have a square is equal to 12 plus, okay, 4 divided by 2 is also 2 and square. Okay. And simplifying further, 4x. So, 2 squared, 2 times 2 will be 4, is equal to 12 plus 4. Okay. Erase natin ito. And then, after that, we now have x squared plus 4x plus 4 is equal to 16. Okay, so this is the simplified form. Now, just by looking both sides or bawat side ng ating equation, so on this side, makikita natin na meron na tayong perfect square. Okay, perfect square binomial. Kasi kung ipa-factor mo to siya, okay, let's say, okay, we will factor this out. 1 factors of the first term is 1x and 1x. Factor of the last term is 2 and 2. 2 times 2 is just 4. Okay, 1x times 1x is just x squared. So, cross multiply natin. Cross multiply. This will be 2x and cross-multiply natin. Okay, this will be also 2x. Na kung i-add natin itong dalawa, dapat equal siya sa middle term. So, 2x plus 2x is 4x. So, therefore, ang factors ng ating equation ay x plus 2 and x plus 2. Okay, susulat natin across is equal to 16. Okay, pwede natin itong i-erase. By the way, yung factoring technique, pwede natin siyang i-practice kasi sa una, mahirap talaga siyang gawin. Pero, pag na-master mo na yung ganong technique, madali na lang siya. Okay, so, sulat natin dito muna. X plus 2, and then x plus 2, and then is equal to 16. Okay, so pwede na natin, since meron tayong parehong factor, okay, magkapareho sila, so pwede lang natin siyang isulat na ganito. X plus 2 squared is equal to 16. Kasi pareho naman sila, so squared. And then, how can we solve x? So, mayroon tayong square dito. Dito mayroong 16. So, para matanggal yung square dito, ang gawin lang natin is square root natin yung bawat side ng ating equation. So, square root and then square root. So, square root and the square will cancel. Okay, square root. And ito, mag-cancel. So, this will now be x plus 2 is equal to, by the way, this will be positive minus and negative square root of 16. So, pag meron tayong square root, always siya plus and minus square root of 16 or that number, whatever is the number inside, okay? So, this will now be x plus 2. Oh, no. Okay, so since 16 is a perfect square, so ano yung answer? Square root of 16 is just a 4. So, this will be x plus 2 is equal to plus minus 4. Okay. Then, we can move 2 on the other side para ma-solve natin yung x because our goal is to solve for x. So, this will now be x is equal to negative 2. Negative kasi from positive, ililipat natin sa kabilang side, magiging negative siya. So, plus minus 4. Okay, pwede na natin isolve yung x sub 1 and x sub 2 natin. So, x sub 1, okay, x sub 1 is now equal to negative 2. So, kunin muna natin yung positive, plus 4. So, this is just equal to negative 2 plus 4 is positive 2. And sa kabilang side naman, x sub 2. So, yung negative naman yung i-consider natin. So, negative 2 minus 4. So, negative, magiging i-add, and then kakopy lang natin yung negative sign, so which is negative 6. Okay, so therefore, x sub 1 is equal to 2, and x sub 2 is equal to negative 6. So, that will be the x value of your quadratic equation. Okay, naintindihan po ba natin? Okay, madali lang po ba? Okay, kung may katanungan po kayo, just send a message or write down your questions in the comment section below. Okay, hanggang sa susunod na video po, maraming salamat and sana makatulong ito sa inyo. God bless us all. Bye-bye!